So Nick Fuentes is going on PBD. Now, the episode is releasing today. By the time this episode is out, the episode with PBD and Nick Fuentes will already be out, and you'll all be able to see it. But this is kind of crazy because this has been something going on for a long time. This has been in the making for a very, very long time. And I'm gonna play you the trailer here, and then we can talk about it. But this is a trailer. It'll be very interesting to watch this. Once again, I haven't watched this episode yet. By the time this episode comes out that you are watching right now, then the episode will be out, and we can all talk about it. But here's the trailer that's under a lot of scrutiny right now.
Your opinion of me? I'm Middle Eastern, married to a white girl. Or do you think it's better off for America to minimize more of me coming to America?
America's no longer America. Mass migration is changing what America is. And I want to conserve what America historically has always been.
Well, that's a little bit, that's a little bit harsh.
Well, I'm not in favor of interracial marriages. That's against my values. I want to have a white wife. I want to have white kids. That's important to me.
That's kind of racist.
I agree.
Okay.
But let's remember the context.
How bad is the video? Is it appropriate
You
to
can
just
pull
show?
it up, yeah.
Rob, can you pull it up? I'm actually curious on how bad the video is.
It's a funny search query. I'm not sorry because this is a political attack. This is how political control is maintained.
So when you go a week ago and you're like, you don't need to do it, dropping the N-word. How is your approach going to change moving forward?
I don't think there's much that needs to change.
I've seen the tweets, I've seen the videos.
I don't platform trolls.
But how are you processing this?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought there were things about the memorial that were distasteful. I did not like him when he was alive. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, listen, you going to the dark side the way you're going right now. Is that kind of where you're going or not at all?
I didn't even want to do the show at that time. I was looking for an off-ramp. At that point, they were trying to knock me out. It made me want to stay in the game.
I got it. Okay.
This is going to be one of the good ones, man. This is going to be one of the great interviews that Patrick Bet-David does. Nick Fuentes on PBD. This has been in the works for a long time. People have been asking for it for a very long time. And, yeah, this is crazy. Here's an interview or a clip of him on his podcast back in July. And he's talking about Nick Fuentes. And he said for a long time he didn't want to have Nick on because he uses the N-word. And so let's see what he said back then.
First level, which is courage, permitting, feasible, permitting, affirmation, empowerment. I see some of the guys on X, they're posting stuff. I saw a video of Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes made a video, and he said, I've been called out. I can't say the N-word anymore because Patrick Bet-David, at Turning Point USA got up and he said the reason why he's not willing to have me on is because I say the N-word too much. And you know what, folks? I think it's come time that I have to make certain sacrifices. So moving forward, I won't be using the N-word. I think in some kind of a way, he says he's right. I don't know when he said it. The guys just showed it to me yesterday. Brandon did, and I reacted to it. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I like the way he communicates. I think he's a phenomenal communicator. If he dropped some of the stuff, he would have more of an opening to present his argument and say what he stands for. Make sense?
So that's back in July. Before this, he was saying how he doesn't like how Nick uses some of the inflammatory language he uses. But nevertheless, he's somebody on the alt-right, and these are not opinions that are being held by the mainstream. So you have to keep an open mind. There, he was having a little bit more of an open mind than he had previously. But he finally caved. Nick is somebody who is so popular right now. He's gaining so much mainstream appeal. He's probably the biggest live streamer on Rumble, for sure. But one of the biggest live streamers on the internet right now in the world. He has such a large following. He's growing on Rumble every single day. He's about to hit 1 million Twitter followers, or X followers, which is insane. You see all of these opinions that maybe your dad or your grandpa or your uncles had when you were growing up, but they couldn't say it. And these opinions haven't had mainstream credibility for a very long time. Whether you agree or disagree, these are still opinions. And because the far left had a voice for such a long time, and now they have this microphone, this giant microphone, the far right needs to have these opinions expressed too. Nobody has been they haven't really been exposed to the far right ideas. Those ideas haven't been exposed to the mass people, the population, for maybe half a century, 4 decades. And so people being able to hear everybody's ideas is very much important. And when you have a far-right figure like a Nick Fuentes on one of the biggest podcasts in the world, you're going to be able to get a lot of exposure. So good for PBD for finally having him on. I'm very excited for this episode because PBD is somebody who has a lot in common with Nick Fuentes. He's a conservative. Obviously, Nick is far-right. He's not just a conservative. But this is going to be a very good interview, so I'm very excited about it. Very much looking forward to it. It might break the internet. It'll be really interesting to see how many millions of views it gets, but it's going to be cool.